The common issues with the PD Injector TDIs are now very well known. However, where exactly the diesel comes from, which later destroys all your bearing locations in the engine oil, and why we can reliably get cylinder heads with severe damage running again, will be demonstrated today using our sample parts. Almost everyone has already heard about them or seen them themselves. The well-known wear marks on the cylinder heads of PD injector engines. To illustrate the formation and later the reliable repair, we have enlarged the affected core areas to create symbolic sample parts. Even in this simplified depiction, the core of the problem is immediately apparent. By tightening the tension screw, the original retaining shoe begins to tilt. This was clear to the designers from the start, which is why they widened the corresponding borehole for the screw's freedom of movement downwards, and gave the tension shoe a small support flank at its upper edge. Nevertheless, this tilting causes the injector to be displaced sideways in its bore. Eventually, the steel of the injector body meets the aluminium of the cylinder head and begins to wear it away. This results in the well-known wear marks, which are caused by the protruding edges of the sealing grooves on the injector, and they remove material from the seat of the cylinder head precisely in this area. Even on the original injector, the contact surfaces are very clearly visible. But now it becomes interesting, because the actual problem of escaping diesel does not arise, as often assumed, from leaks on the side of the worn grooves. Rather, the lateral wandering of the PD injector ensures that more and more gap forms between the PD injector and the cylinder head, especially on the opposite side. Once the injector has penetrated deep enough into the aluminium, the opposing seal loses its contact with the wall, and diesel from the return area of the PD injector can escape upwards into the free cylinder head, and thus directly into the oil circuit. But there's no need to panic. As long as the vehicle doesn't show significant consequential damage from the diesel in the engine oil, we can save any cylinder head almost regardless of the depth of the grooves with these simple measures. First, we need to ensure that the injector is fundamentally clean and centered in the cylinder head. We accomplish this by utilizing the 0.7" PD injector bridge, or, as demonstrated here, by installing our PD injector retainers. The PD injector retainer is firmly screwed into existing bore holes with the injector, preventing any movement through lateral tilting. We also mount a Symbolic injector retainer on our demo parts. Support dimensions tailored to the respective cylinder head ensure that the new assembly can be perfectly aligned and supported in the cylinder head. Thus centered, any wandering and wear of the injector is impossible. This situation can be further improved by using our specially developed Viton sealing rings. These have a minimally larger chord diameter while having a softer shore hardness. This combination ensures that the contact surface of the seal is significantly increased, and the tolerance for pre-damage is considerably enhanced. By marking the position of the seal when the injector is perfectly centered, the rationale behind our statement to save every cylinder head becomes clear. Due to the straight alignment, the new seal is positioned far above the damaged area in the bore. Since metal did not rub against metal during the wear, and the original seal could protect the area, we can now use it again for clean sealing. However, the core element of the repair is always altering the fastening of the injectors using PD Injector Retainers or PD bridge. Unfortunately, new seals alone usually only last a few thousand kilometers before they are once again squeezed on one side and become leaky. In a damaged cylinder head, there is no longer any lateral stability between the injector and the bore, since these areas have already been worn away. Thus, shifting and leakage occur again more quickly. Therefore, rely on our proven systems and experiences over the years with the original 0.7" PD injector bridge and the 0.7" PD injector retainers to significantly enhance the reliability and mileage of your engine.